No unanimous consent.
The White House has talked about reviewing voter rolls for illegal voters. How are you going to protect our voting rights against their actions?
Yes.
Yeah. Good question.
We have to wait and see what they do. I almost would invite the president to have his big investigation into voter fraud, because when he goes to find it, there ain't going to be much there to find. So it's really, really important that we continue to make the attack on voting an issue as this goes forward. And that's why I oppose Attorney General Sessions, among other issues. I don't think that he will be an advocate for getting people out to vote. And you know perfectly well why the Republicans do this. They say that they're trying to protect against voter fraud. It virtually never happens in that way. And so their rules come in and they let you come in and vote with a gun permit but not with a student ID. Gee, who does that help?
What do you know about Interstate Crosscheck? Interstate Crosscheck has thrown off 1 million people off the voter rolls. Wisconsin, Illinois, Pennsylvania. In Detroit, they didn't count 70,000 votes. They've thrown them away because they match first, last, and middle names across several swing states. And then have thrown those minorities off the voter rolls. That's why we're lost in the general election. What do you know about Kris Kobach's Interstate Crosscheck?
Yeah.
I don't. Follow up with me on it. I don't know anything about it.
Greg Palace, the best democracy money can buy.
Okay.
Interstate Crosscheck, Kris Kobach. Now they want to implement
Follow up with me on it.
in 2018. And voting by passwords, less than 5% of Americans have passwords. They're going to win elections since now. We have to attack Interstate Crosscheck. Kris Kobach, Kansas Secretary of State.
Thank you.
No, voting rights is an absolute priority for us. We have to deal with that precise issue, but we're not going anywhere on that.
Senator.
Thank you.
Question over there. Yeah, sorry.
President Trump, Mr. Superdelegate.
Hiring freeze and them not being able to tweet. Or like communicate with the press.
I'm sorry. Are you suggesting a tweeting freeze for the president? No, I think a lot of us are with you.
Hiring freeze.
Yeah, the hiring freeze is, we've already pushed back very specifically with respect to the hiring freeze in the Veterans Administration. Who does that help? There is pretty good research from the Congressional Research Service and from CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, that hiring freezes actually, in the long run, don't save money, don't make things more efficient. All they do is bollock things up and compromise services to people. Now, if you happen to be a Republican who wants government to be bollocked up and not providing services to people so that you can attack it, so that it won't regulate your pollution or whatever, then you have some logic to that. But it really doesn't make sense, and I think piece by piece we're going to be able to disassemble that. We don't want scientists working on cures for diseases at the National Institutes of Health not to be able to hire lab assistants. That makes no damn sense. Veterans don't want VA hiring blocked. The Defense Department needs to have hiring as it goes forward. I mean, I don't think they can hold that line very long, and we're going to keep pressing on it as hard as we can.